what's going on YouTube? It's Nick from Noobkill coming at you with another NBA 2K video. I know it's been a while since we posted one of these, but here it is again. And look at that, LeBron going in with a nasty dunk to start it all off. But tell me guys in the comment section below, what do you guys think about the new intro? I really want to say a big thank you and huge shout out to Bombastic Steam for making it for me. But as you guys know, last night it was the end of the NBA Finals. It ended in a Game 7 with like something like that, with LeBron blocking Andre Iguodala as a huge highlight. Of course, I got a goaltending, but in the real game, he went ahead and blocked it. It was nasty, and LeBron's gonna get another dunk right there. But yeah, guys, it was an unbelievable series, a historic series right there. Having the Golden State Warriors leading 3-1 and losing still to the Cavaliers, and Cavaliers made the huge comeback and winning it in Golden State as well, the Game 7. So it was an unbelievable finals. I'm a huge LeBron fan, so I'm really happy that LeBron got the title and took it home for Cleveland. I don't know if you guys know, but a really good buddy of mine, Mud Guru, he's actually from Cleveland, and when I saw him back in at EA Play and Golden State took the 3-1 lead in Cleveland for Game 4, man was hurt, and I felt so bad. And I'm like, I know how much this means to him, it means to LeBron, and it means to the whole state of Cleveland. If they win a championship, all those years of trying to get a championship title and all these things happened to them, which kind of sucks. But they went ahead and did it last night, and LeBron had the whole pressure of the world on his back. The whole team, he carried them. He had some unbelievable stats. But let's go ahead and talk about the whole NBA playoffs and the finals. Of course, the playoffs have been absolutely amazing. Injuries have come to teams, which does suck. Like the Clippers got injured, and that was really bad. But yeah, guys, it was an amazing series, amazing playoffs in general. I know a lot of you guys are thinking, yo, you're from Toronto, you guys know Toronto is my team, and how can I be rooting for Cleveland when they took my Raptors out of the playoffs? Now, like I said, I'm a huge LeBron fan. I know how much he wanted to win a ring for Cleveland. He went back for a reason, and I'm just happy that at least the team we lost to, they're the NBA final champs. Like, we lost to the champs, so that's a little better to think about. But still, they played crazy. I actually wanted to go to a game. I was going to go to a game, actually. I was going to go to Game 3, I believe, of that series in Toronto. But I had to go on a trip to somewhere. So my plans got canceled for that, and I missed out watching LeBron James and my Toronto Raptors in the Eastern Conference Finals, which kind of sucked, but I had a lot of fun doing what I had to do. But yeah, guys, the whole series for the playoffs, man, started off with Game 1 and 2. Golden State came out lights out, but really, Curry and Clay weren't the main factors. The bench on Golden State, they run deep, man. They have an amazing bench there with Sean Livingston. They even have Barbosa. Now, I have a big grudge with Barbosa because if you guys didn't know, he played for the Raptors, and when the Raptors were poop, he didn't do anything for us, and he wasn't really a star player. And if you look at him now, this guy's shooting threes lights out. This guy's making, if he's on a fast break, he's not missing that layup, and he never did that in Toronto. So it's like, where was that when you were here? So that did suck. But the bench still goes deep on that team. Iguodala coming off the bench as well. But the Game 1, the bench really showed. But really for Cleveland, a big factor, I was like, yo, where is J.R. Smith? This guy in Game 1, I believe he had 2 points, and I think he shot the ball 3 times. That is not J.R. Smith characteristics. This man will shoot as much as he wants. He looked really timid in the finals there. And Game 2, exact same thing. I'm like, yo, if this guy doesn't come to play, the series is over. Luckily for Cleveland, they I guess woke up when they went back home for Game 3. LeBron went off, Kyrie went off, and J.R. Smith scored 20 points, and that was a big turning point for them. And still, Kevin Love, he was non-existent for this series. So was Channing Frye. He wasn't a really big factor in this series. A really person who stepped up huge, I feel like, was Tristan Thompson, the Canadian. I'm really happy that he won a ring. But yeah, Tristan Thompson really stepped up. So did Richard Jefferson. He stepped up big for the Cavs as well. But really, Channing Frye was huge in the other series. But it came to the finals, he was non-existent. But of course, a lot of you guys could say the Eastern Conference is not as strong as the Western Conference, especially with Golden State having the record 73-9. But of course, that really means nothing now that they didn't win the chip, which I'm kind of happy about, because people were saying, like, a lot of my friends, my co-workers, even my brother and he's a big Jordan fan. He's like, yo, they possibly could be the best team in the league in NBA history, but they didn't win that chip, so that doesn't mean anything. So it was crazy. The first 3 games were big, and then of course that game 4 was a huge crush. When Golden State took the lead, they played really great. Curry finally showed up. The unanimous MVP, the league's leading scorer, was held under 20 points in the first 3 games. But of course, he just exploded, erupted. 38 points in game 4. And that was amazing to see. But of course, as I wanted Cleveland to win, that was not really great to see for me. But really, Cleveland had a really good set game plan to D up Curry and Clay. But that's why in game 1, the bench really stepped up. Curry and Clay were locked up, but everybody was just falling apart on defense because they're worrying so much about Curry and Clay that Livingston had that really nice 20-point game. And then, of course, game 5 came, and that's when Kyrie and LeBron both scored 41 points. And that was unbelievable. They set, I believe, an NBA Finals record. And then in game 6, LeBron scored another 41 points in Cleveland. And then, of course, game 7 happened last night, and that was insane. Now, LeBron did win the Finals MVP, which is pretty understandable, but Kyrie, man, he played out of his mind as well. That last game-winning shot, that was unbelievable as well. He had really great stats as well. But if you look at LeBron's stats, you can't bat an eye. You can't really say, yeah, Kyrie played good, but you can't not give it to LeBron, man. He was in the whole finals, led every single player in scoring, in assists, in rebounds, in steals, in blocks. Just those 5 categories alone to be number 1 in all of them as one player. That's hard enough to do as one team. And then this guy did it all by himself. That is unbelievable. But of course, I didn't watch too much of Game 7. I felt like I was really a jinx yesterday. So I was like catching highlights, looking up on Twitter, because every time I went into the room where the TV was and I started watching, Golden State would go on a run and I'm like pissed off. I came back to my room, went on my computer, did some editing, and then I look at the score and Cleveland went ahead and tied it up. And I'm like, yes. I go back, Golden State goes on another run. I'm like, I can't deal with this. So I stopped watching, and then I went to NBA.com, and there was 3 minutes left, and it was 89-89. And I'm just like, this is so intense. The game can be anybody's right here. And I'm just like, I can't look. So I go ahead and watch a couple of videos, do some more editing and stuff, look around on Twitter, see what's going on, and everybody's like, can somebody score, please? And I'm like, yo, what is going on? And then after I see people like, yo, LeBron with that block, that is insane. And I'm like, bro, what is going on? So I check NBA.com again, and it's still 89-89, 50 seconds left. And I was just like, holy cow, that's it. I don't care. I got to go ahead and watch. So I go into the TV room, and boom, Kyrie hits that dagger. He hits that, dances with Curry, and boom, hits that shot. And I was just like, holy cow, guys, that is unbelievable. And then LeBron almost got that alley-oop dunk from Kyrie as well, and then landed on his wrist. And I was like, dude, please don't get injured right here. And then, of course, the rest is history. Cleveland won. I think it was Spates couldn't hit that 3, but it didn't matter because they were up by 4, and it was done. And I was just like, holy cow, they actually did it. I didn't think they could do it, come back and win. And I was like, wow. And everybody was against them. Everybody I know was like, let's go Golden State. And I'm like, bro, you guys weren't even Golden State fans, man. Like, I'm not a big Cleveland fan. I'm just a big LeBron fan. I'll admit it. I didn't really care if Cleveland won. I really just want LeBron to win another ring. So I was just watching it for that. But it was awesome to see Kyrie step up. And I thought Love would step up too, but that never really happened. But it was just like, bro, everyone was like, Golden State's the best team ever. Curry's the best. That family, you see, Aisha and all them on TV and all that stuff. But then Game 6 happened, and Curry got ejected. And when he threw his mouthpiece, I'm like, this is the guy you guys say is always never talking trash, always cool-tempered, everything. And this guy hit a fan with his mouth guard. And then, of course, his wife was tweeting on Twitter, the NBA is rigged. This is BS. I don't know if this is rigged for money or views. I don't know. I just saw it live. Sorry. And I was like, ha, these guys are going off. And these people are the best people you guys think is the best role models. And they can't even compose themselves here. Yeah, it's a moment you want to win. But, like, I was just laughing. It really showed their true colors. And I was just laughing a lot. But it was insane, guys. I really thought Curry should have got ejected personally for throwing his mouth guard, because in previous years, people who have thrown their mouth guards, they got ejected. Udonis Haslam, Amir Johnson from the Raptors. These threw his mouth guard. But when they did throw their mouth guard, to be fair, both of them, they went ahead and hit the ref. They hit the ref with their mouth guard, and they both got a 1-game suspension. And it's been really strongly, if you do something to the ref, you do get suspended. A guy pushed the ref, he got a 4-game suspension. Someone threw the ball at the ref's feet, and he got suspended. So anything that happens to the ref, you get suspended. But I feel like the fans are more important than a ref. Yeah, the ref is there to get paid. He's going to take some BS. And of course, the players should respect him. There should be that fine line where you can't cross or you will get suspended. But I feel like there should be even a finer line with the fans, man. Someone paid about like over 10 G's to sit courtside, and you're gonna get hit by a mouth guard. That should have gave a suspension. But of course, a lot of people are saying you don't want him getting suspended, because if they do win, the Cavs win, you don't want people saying, oh, you beat them when Curry got suspended, blah blah blah. You didn't want them to say that. So it was kind of good that he didn't get suspended. And of course, a big turning point was when Draymond got suspended in Game 5. And I felt like that was a huge momentum changer. And that was just the whole thing. I think it really changed right there. He even said in his post-game interview, "It's on me. I got suspended, and they really got the momentum going," which is kind of true. But of course, it was insane. You saw LeBron break down crying on camera, and that was you felt emotions kind of with him. And if you don't respect him for what he's done, I don't really know what to say. I'm a little biased here for saying that as well, but man really proved himself last night. But of course, if you don't feel emotions when J.R. Smith went on the podium, then you're just cold-hearted, or you're a Golden State fan. You're a little salty right now. But really, I felt bad for J.R. breaking down and telling his story, and really seeing where he's been and where he's come. And that was really awesome to see that he's now a world champ. And it was unbelievable, guys, last night. That block on Iggy, they're saying, is going to be one of LeBron's biggest highlight careers, and one of the biggest blocks in NBA Finals history, which is kind of understandable, because if they didn't get that block, you don't know how the momentum would have changed. They would have maybe lost the game, but he got the block. If he was a millisecond late, that would have been a goaltending as well. So it was perfect timing. But yeah, guys, it was an unbelievable finals, unbelievable NBA playoffs. But of course, the only sad part right now is we gotta wait until October until NBA kicks back up. But don't worry, guys, the NFL season's coming back quicker than the NBA regular season comes back. So at least we have that. But yo, it's gonna be a long summer. I'm hoping that NBA Live Mobile does go in its final full release, but probably not until the release of the regular season. But yeah, guys, tell me what you guys think about the NBA Finals. Like I said, I was loving, a big LeBron fan. Really happy to see him got the W. But yeah, guys, I really want to thank you guys for watching. Please hit that subscribe button, leave a like on this video, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.